guys, and welcome back to the channel. I just finished updating some new heavy bowgun sets for you all, specifically for normal level 3, since in this latest update we got access to a really good gun that's not only versatile for the sticky and cluster playstyle, and the gun I'm talking about is the Furious Rajang heavy bowgun, the Demon Lord Beastbuster. It has a positive 10% affinity going for it with a clip size of 8 on normal and 450 raw. So I thought I'd throw together some sets to take advantage of the clip size of 8 for normal level 3, since the gun itself has a lot of potential. Quick disclaimer: none of these sets runs razor sharp. That's because normals can carry huge amounts of ammo and typically the monster will be dead before you need to even craft another load. So raw and comfort centric builds are the choices here. Okay, before the builds, I think it's also important to lay out the functions of the gun and what would be the best way to go about playing it. Now, since we're using normal level 3 ammo, we need to commit one of our slots to a recoil mod. Next comes the controversial choice. The Beastbuster gets fast reload with the use of one mod, and without it the reload is normal. So because normals are already at a disadvantage to multiple and hard-hitting ammo like spread, I think it's more optimal to run the one fast reload mod to increase your rate of fire time. It feels way better and gives the playstyle a lot more speed and consistency, in my opinion. You should be seeing the results in the back. It's up to you, but I personally think you'll do more damage with it than without it. Now for the first build, we take advantage of Mhw's armor, so that this set is able to hit 100% affinity when hitting softened spots on a monster. However, 10% of our affinity is coming from our 1 point of maximum might in our legs of the armor. But if you can avoid moving too much, you'll have 100% affinity, or you can augment the gun or 1 affinity augment. But me personally, I went with the raw approach, since normal ammo has pretty solid critical distance, which means you're not too close to the monster but have enough room to evade incoming attacks. I also don't like running health augments on resentment sets, especially with normal, since it regenerates health way too much into fast before you can benefit off the skill. The next build is for those who just aren't fans of the health drain from Mhw's armor. It utilizes Raging Brachydio's armor because obviously it's really good. This set also hits 100% affinity, except 10% of it's through Agitator, which is a lot more manageable. However, the only downside to this build is that we can't take advantage of full Agitator despite having several pieces from Raging Brachydio's. So for added additional raw, we run the Peak Performance Charm. Normal ammo, as I said before, heals very quickly and effectively, so also maintaining the skill is also possible. The gun has been augmented with 1 affinity and health regeneration for peak maintenance. For this next build, it's for people like me who just can't stand the idea of having to constantly tenderize a monster. It's a pretty lazy and straightforward build, but I thought I would include it anyway. This build takes advantage of both the Raging Brachydio's armor and the Furious Rajang armor for their skills. The gun comes with its own 10% affinity, then you have the 40% from Maximum Might Secret, and then the 5% affinity from level 4 attack boost, with another 20% affinity with Agitator 7 active. With all this affinity mid-combat, we're at the very least not only always guaranteed to crit, but we are always at the bare minimum of 75% affinity, which is crazy, and so because of that we only need to run 2 level of weakness exploit. Very excessive, but again, if you hate tenderizing constantly, then this is the build for you. And for our last and final build, I thought it was still important to include a shield option for those who don't feel comfortable without it. The build uses parts from Raging Brachydio's, which gives us level 5 Agitator, and since we're again unable to complete the skill, we add Peak Performance to the build. Now, if you remember earlier, we talked about the controversial reload mod. Because this build relies on tanking, at the very least you're going to need 2 shields, which means you're either going to lose damage for the quick reload, or gain the shield as a result of dropping it. That's why shield play for normal 3 for this gun isn't worth it, honestly, because normal ammo has its weaknesses, and honestly I feel like it requires you to be hyper aggressive, which is why fast reload for the gun is a must. And there you guys have it, just a few builds that you can try out for the new Furious Rajang heavy bow gun if you're interested in normal ammo. The gun isn't perfect, it has its flaws, one being that it lacks a decoration slot. something that has become a trend for all good weapons in master rank, but what it lacks in slots it makes up for in versatility. You can play the gun as a normal ammo build but also have a lot of side options such as Sticky 3, Sleep 2 and Para 2. It's an all-around good gun, so give it a chance if you haven't already. But that's all for me, and I would like to say thank you for making it this far, and remember to keep it locked for more up-and-coming build videos. But until next time, stay classy hunters and remember to hunt with style.